We are here with KillTrain. So there has been a big update to Star Wars Battlefront. It is version 1.06, and it is the Outer Rim update. Now I don't have the season pass, so I can't actually show you the map, but I can show you what you would get if you don't have the DLC, as well as kind of what they've added in here. So, to get it started, we'll kind of go through just the boring stuff, just the miscellaneous things. They fixed, some lighting, some textures, audio, and all that kind of stuff. General bug fixes and crash fixes, as well as connection issues for partners and parties. They removed Aranus stormtroopers outside of the playable area from Heroes vs. Villains on Twilight on Hoth. And they updated the achievement and trophy Akbar's Elite to state complete any survival mission on Master without spending a life. So those are just kind of the little random things there, the boring stuff. Now the main stuff, we'll go through it here. So obviously the Outer Rim DLC is now available for Season Pass owners. If you scroll over to the Season Pass screen, you can see that. You can buy it there. One thing of note, now I haven't started this up in a week or two, but I don't know if these were already here, but you can now see that there's Bespin and a Death Star, so you can kind of get a future glimpse of what they're going to be releasing later. Personally, the Death Star sounds pretty freaking sweet. There better be a Fighter Squadron map for the Death Star, because that would be fantastic. So yeah, you can go there and check that out. If you have the Seasons Pass, you might see something different, not sure. If you do, let me know. Drop a line in the comments below and let us know what you see. If you send us a screenshot or something like that, we'll be sure to get that up. So in the actual play menu here, in terms of missions, I'll show you here what they've added there. So in terms of the survival here, stars earned in survival in the ice caves and Rebel Depot missions now count towards your total in the social hub. There was a bug with that before where they didn't, so that's now going to properly apply. Zoom now functions properly on all of the maps, and the ATST during Wave 4 on Hoth will now properly spawn in. In terms of split screen, Player 2 can now see the health of Player 1's deployed turret, and the scan pulse for Player 2 will now highlight enemies as it should, instead of the bug where it would not before. In terms of hero battles, friendly AI tokens will now properly award points to the enemy team during solo play, so when you have AI on your team that die or whatever, they're going to award points to the enemy team properly now. And in battles, also losing a life in offline battles now correctly tracked when you win. So that's it for missions. Not a whole lot really, nothing too exciting. So we'll go back to the multiplayer here. You'll notice that they really revamped this menu. I actually kind of like it. It looks really nice with the circular ones there. If you want to make it look more similar to what it used to, you can hit list all game modes and you're back to your regular screen there with all the different boxes listed. But if you want to find a specific size in terms of players, you can just go into them and it'll automatically randomly start one. Find the best 12 player or 40 player. And then there is find the best hero game. So if you just want to play as heroes, that'll just automatically do that. Your private match has moved just under the list all game modes, so once you hit that, it'll just bring up. So down here as well, it will list the expansion pack playlists. It'll say content not installed. If you don't, it tells you when these ones are coming out. So from there, hold on here. Just saw some comments come up, so I will have to actually pull this up here. After that, we have, I'll show you kind of the weapon and star card changes, things like that. Sorry, just bear with me here for a second. What's up, Ryan? Thanks for watching, man. If you have Star Wars, let me know. Alright, so back to this here. We will go over to the weapon and star card changes. They've added quite a bit. There's a couple new weapons, things like that. So if we go to, I believe it's unlocks here. So once you go over to collect and unlocks, I just kind of happen to notice that I have a bunch of random stuff available now. So if you go into your cards, you'll notice that there's the addition of the Deoxys Grenade, Scattergun, and the Adrenaline Stim included in the Season's Pass. I didn't happen to catch any up here. So these are locked for me right now. They're included in the Season's Pass. Those are the star cards specifically. If I go over to blasters, there's a few new blasters as well. So there's the DL-18, which is locked for hut contracts, as well as the, where is it here? The DLT-19X, which is a targeting rifle. So you have a blaster pistol and a targeting rifle that you can get via the new hut contracts. And then there's the REL DV-10, a targeting rifle, and the DT-12, a blaster pistol, which are just included in the Season's Pass if you bought that. So if you go down to your hut contracts, this is kind of one of the major things that they updated just to add something for you guys to do. So what you'll notice here is pay tribute to Jabba and receive this contract. Succeeding will be rewarded greatly, which is the DL-18. So it's got the holograph there where it says your reward in the middle, just above Jabba's hand. And the goals are just underneath and to the left, I guess, of the Get Contract button. Get 3 blaster pistol streaks and get 15 kills with the scout pistol. So once you complete that, you will get that pistol, and these cost 3,500 points to grab, just of note. This one here is the targeting trooper. So this is to get your DLT-19X targeting rifle. What you have to do is get 3 targeting rifle streaks, get 15 kills with the cycler rifle, and get 15 headshots. So really, if all of your cycler rifle kills are headshots, you'll get them both at once. And if you do it without dying, you'll get your 3 targeting rifle streaks. So it could be tough, could be easy, depending on how good of a sniper you are. Over to the appearances here. Now, I know I had a bunch of these that I just didn't bother unlocking. I didn't really happen to go through and look at if they had added a whole lot to these, but I don't think they did add much to the actual appearance options. Also, just general for power cards, things like that. Triggering a card right before death will no longer result in an effect not triggering and the card going on cooldown. So if you use one right before you die, say a grenade or something like that, it will now explode and you'll still use your cooldown, but at least it's not for nothing. Couple description fixes for a couple random trait cards, things like that. You have your Bounty Hunter, which got modified for drop chances and cooldowns, which are now 25%, 50 drop chance, and 75% cooldown on each kill for level 3, respectively. Shield, personal shield, squad shield, and the blaster cannon will now deflect and absorb most forms of projectiles, exceptions being the cycler rifle, scattergun, and proximity bomb, which is just kind of, it's pretty neat, actually. They did kind of update the bowcaster and barrage, things like that. It's all kind of little details in terms of range and whatever else. If you guys want to see the descriptions of all of that, I will put the patch note link in the description below. But it's all kind of just a bunch of number crunching, really, so I'm not going to go through it in too much detail. Cooldown reductions by a couple seconds, things like that. Then you have your vehicle changes, which is your T-47 airspeeder now properly explodes when hitting the ground. It's no longer possible to switch tow cable targets during a tow cable event in the airspeeder of note, so if you're doing that now, you won't be able to anymore, so hopefully it doesn't screw you too much. Speeder bike bugs been fixed, kills with the cannon are now properly displayed. They no longer take damage when just outside the edge of the orbital strike boundary. The ATST no longer takes damage from fire, and they changed the max pitch on the grenade launcher. So it'll fire a little bit. Actually, it doesn't say if they increased or decreased it, so we're not really sure if it's going to fire farther or not. Also, Millennium Falcon and Slave One, when you crash into the ground in first person, you will be destroyed. They've changed just kind of a couple little random things with game modes. Drop Zone is now 12-player instead of 16. With Hero Hunt, they redesigned the way in which the new hero is selected. So now it's the top 3 damage dealers have a chance to be the next hero. So you really just want to be doing the most damage if you play Hero Hunt and want to play as a hero. Other than that, we have a couple random interface changes. So the scoreboard, they've added a couple little random icons for playing as a hero, playing in a vehicle, and player ping, just a little bit more information. They also rearranged it so that the score is the first column represented, and they faded the player row to signify when a player is being defeated. So if you're dead, your player card is going to look a little bit faded instead of solid. All just kind of little changes to help you know what's going on in real time, just to help you out a little bit. So that's most of it, really. The major changes were kind of the addition of the new maps, as well as the hut contracts and the new blasters and things like that. So if you guys have any questions, also actually a big one is they increased the rank cap from 50 to 60, so there's another 10 levels. So if you're 50 now, you got some work to do. Personally, I'm not even close. I haven't really played this a whole lot lately, but they did up that level cap, so... multiplayer teams will now rebalance when transitioning between maps, which is kind of nice. If you get in a match that's not really fair, you're not just gonna... You don't have to quit and find a new match to actually try and get something fair. It's going to rebalance you when you switch sides. So that's kind of nice. It just evens things out a little bit. And there's spectator mode now as well, actually, which you can watch private match games, just in different camera angles. You can swap between players, that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of neat, you know, if you're just teaching somebody how to play or whatever it may be, or, you know, maybe you're having a tournament and you just want people to be able to watch a game, you can now do that. Just start a private match and they'll be able to spectate there. So that's really about it. If you guys have any questions, let us know. I'll have the full patch note link in the description below. If I missed anything, let us know. I'm doing this live, so it's kind of just, I'm winging it at the moment, so I apologize if I missed anything. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for any more updates, and check out our other series. We got some UFC, Drive Club, whatever you guys are into, let us know, and we'll see if we can get something up for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.